Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Lamar Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? But what's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those foot trails. The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Ôi trời gì vậy?
transit road needed.
Surge.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the healing trolls around Bermara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Bermara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsland!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It's taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've...
வாங்க நிஷாந்த் ப்ரோ இவர் சூப்பரா இருக்காம் bro. நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
There's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly turtle activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly churl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly turtle activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
நான் சாப்பிடணும் bro.
Ah, so that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly churl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who's he?
Sinner.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, His situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedorfolnir. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanya. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedorfolnir, Gold Rindodr, the foul Sertologi, and Rekir of Solnari. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. My daughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skrup's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedorfolnir.
They were once people of great esteem in Kanya, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. When the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers? Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular...
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. tired. I used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today. Running late again. Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field teller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field teller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Of course.
Prevention.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
ஐயோ உள்ள போறாங்களே.
Let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
ரைட்டா வைரம் அது வேணும் இப்போ ஓவர்லோடு பண்ணணும் ராவணம் அவன்டா எதிர நிக்கிறையமண்டா
Drop your weapons. Let's roll.
நான் என்ன ஈலாம் போல ஈ போட்டாலும் நிறைய வரும்
Hurry up, Brassa. Final warning. Hero incoming. Yeah, heads up. Volcano kablam. It's justice o'clock. Oof.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
இப்போ மேலே ஏற்றதாம்மா கணக்கம் வருது யார் நெட்டு எதுக்கு நெட்டு கனெக்ட் பண்ற வைஃபை இருக்குல்ல எனக்கு எப்படி வருது அப்ப அது வரும் ஒரு நிமிஷம் கழிச்சு தான் வரும் அது சம்டைம்ஸ் அப்படிதான் ஆகும்
Drop your weapons.
அடப்பாவி
Stronger. Yeah. Hi. Oof. Kapow. Hero incoming. Final warning.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
ஓகே ஏதோ ஒன்று ஆமாதானே ஓ இங்கே வரணுமா ஓகே Oh shit.
The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the prep.
அதான்
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! Drop your weapons! Hands right!
Leave it to me!
Control breathing! Start the... Yeah! Kapow!
சேஸ் பண்ணிக்கணும்னா
Dynamite spark! The knife burns! Hi! Yeah! Kapow! Hi! Final warning! Faster! Stronger!
Just as I suspected. Now that they're in the
Dane? What's...
Can
Wow, you must be...
you too. Do as I say. The Abyss will just think of it as a way to...
இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் வந்து பேசுகிறோம் அதான் அப்போ இனிமேட் பேச மாட்டோம் போயிட்டா இதெல்லாம் செஸ் பாஸா ஐ திங்க் ஸோ யார் வரா ஓகே பேசுவாங்க எழுதணும் யாரா டேய்
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Lumin!
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
ஐடியா ஒன் முடிவு பண்ணிட்டேன் தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்கிறேன் பெனால்ட்டி போயிட்டா இப்போ
The Abyss
Hello.
Order's on the move! The ley lines are all out of whack! We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on! Hey, look at those trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, such was the price.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the village girls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else. Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The village girls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed and released your team.
Over there, it looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly sleep well when you awake.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vamara Village before it's too late.
അതാപ്പാ എന്താണ് അപ്പം ഞാൻ അയച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ
Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Hmm? Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vamara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time? You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
How is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadia. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased or right?
ஊத்துடி வரேன். ஊத்து வரேன்.
Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime?
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Mayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
If this person...
Right. Paimon totally forgot about the ley-line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. Like, didn't Baron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Or we should go look for him. Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is. Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
If time...
No wonder! All this time and this guy hasn't changed a bit! That's the Telpi implanted! It's a memory! Like, there could be... That's right.
We thought she... No. The color...
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it. This is definitely a Toast's memory. Yeah, that's where they'll be.
Gotta steer clear of other people.
Let's go!
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have
Afin Raja, bro.
anything you want to share?
இப்போதைக்கு வர முடியாது ப்ரோ என்னால.
It's okay if you don't.
இப்போதைக்கு
You could also just
எழுத வேண்டியது இருக்கு எனக்கு.
talk about what you think of
அதனால தான் ஆர்கான் கோஸ்ட் அப்படியே பார்த்துட்டு அப்படியே பேச விட்டுட்டு
I think you're
எழுதிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
incredibly
இப்போ சாப்பிட்டுட்டு
strong,
இருக்கேன்.
thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met. Born into You're... Oh. You know me? That's quite a surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk. I suppose you could call it the realm of my
முட்டை தோசை
consciousness.
ஊற்றிடு அப்புறம் ஒரு ஆம்லேட் அவ்வளோ தான்.
I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain, hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in
மாட்டேன்
motion.
ப்ரோ, ப்ளே பண்ண மாட்டேன் ப்ரோ.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
எனக்கு இதை ப்ளே பண்ணவே டைம் இல்லையா?
As for your question, the Loom of Fate in its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the Loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just
டைம் இல்லை ப்ரோ எனக்கு ப்ளே பண்ணுறதுக்கு. அந்த நேம் தெரியும் எனக்கு, நான் டவுன்லோடே பண்ணியிருக்கேன் ஒரு தடவை.
If I had my own life,
அப்புறம் நான் நினச்சேன் இது விளாட போகிறதில்ல அப்படின்னு சொல்லி டெலீட் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
what other people would think of me. Chief Amadea,
ப்ளே பண்ணுவோம்
Baron,
அப்புறமா.
Rainy Jahir, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live
முடிப்போம், அந்த
alongside
கேம்லாம்
them?
முடிப்போம்.
No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. And Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in a illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, it's not possible for me. I know. Captain Dangerous. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye, in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you, and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed, and to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the villagers. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Rumi. நாட்டில் பொம்மை பார்த்துருவானா இது சொன்னா
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this face will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, and I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. The loom of fate, huh? Still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Long ago, witnessed